he hails out of Toronto, Canada. His name's Mike Shoesmith. Mike is an author. He is a syndicated blogger, a columnist. He is a radio talk host, commentator, and an excellent debater. He's actually been on some international radio programs debating with atheists and evolutionists. He is a tremendous Christian, a brother in the Lord, but he's also the executive director of the ppsimmons News and Ministry sites, and that's a huge, mega viral YouTube site, 5 Facebook properties, a syndicated blog, and plus he makes weekly appearances here on Freedom Friday. Mike, thank you for being a part of the show today. What's on your mind?
Today marks the end of Frosh Week, which is the first week in university. I don't know, maybe you've heard of that.
No, it marks the end of what week?
Frosh Week.
Spell it.
It's a university term where it's the orientation week in university. They call it Frosh Week.
Okay, now is that a Canadian term?
It may be. I don't know. But this headline is making news around the world.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. You go ahead. I'm sorry. I just never have heard that term. But you go ahead.
Well, I don't know. They're calling it Frosh Week. I don't know if they use that term in the United States or not.
I don't know.
People can let us know. But they call it up here in Canada anyway. Frosh Week, and it's the first week of university. It's orientation week essentially. You're supposed to find out where your classes are and what your parents are getting for their money. Let's say.
Right. Okay.
So anyway, Frosh Week is essentially in university, and I refer to the universities these days as atheist indoctrination mills. Right. And Frosh Week is essentially turned into a giant party. And St. Mary's University in Halifax, Nova Scotia, is making the headlines around the world. And some of you down there perhaps have even heard this, because it involves a lot of chanting. This Frosh Week, a lot of chanting. School clubs doing their chants, et cetera, et cetera. And there is a group that has done a chant for many years, but it's done with a whole bunch of people doing the chant. So you can't even tell what they're saying, and they've been doing this for years. And somebody thought had enough intelligence this year to actually go, well, wait a minute, what are these people saying in this chant? Mm-hmm. Well, here's what they're saying, and I'm going to clean it up for the radio audience.
Okay, here. Thank you. What did they do? Did they record it and analyze it, or how do they know what they're saying?
I just think somebody wanted to know and asked the group what the lyrics are to this chant.
Okay, I got you.
And the chant is this, and I've cleaned up a lot of it here. On a crowded football field, they shout out, Y is for your sister, blank, blank, blank. U is for underage. N is for no consent, blank, blank, blank. St. Mary's boys, we like them young.
Good gracious.
Now, this is a chant which glorifies rape and underage sex.
Yeah.
That's what this chant is.
And
right?
what university is that?
That is St. Mary's University in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Now, they interviewed the president of the Student Body Council at Halifax University. He was asked, did you know the words to this chant? Because he chanted it with them.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, I was fully aware of the words. I was just not aware that it was wrong. So they've apologized now. Now, they've been saying that. Now, this particular guy, this is his 4th year, he has said this chant at 4 consecutive Frosh Weeks.
Right. Now, he's the president of the university, but doesn't have the wisdom and discernment to know that what he's chanting is wrong.
No, he's the president of the student council.
Oh, okay.
He's a student.
Still same illustration. He represents the entire student body, but didn't know that was wrong.
He knew the words. He had been saying them. Now, that's a chant that's been said at that school for more than the 4 years. He's been saying them for 4 straight years, and he knew the words. They all know what the words are, but they're saying them. They're not saying them in unison, so it becomes just a jumbled mess.
Right.
They're all saying the words. They know what the words are. They're saying these words, which is an anthem, a cheer promoting rape and underage sex with women, with girls.
Right.
Right. Now, this is in the University of Halifax. This is a mainstream university, and this is now, the reason I bring this up, guys, is because Carl and ppsimmons and I have been saying this for many years, that when you teach kids that they're nothing but animals.
Yep.
Why is there so much? I mean, CBC Radio has done a story on this. News outlets around the world are outraged that this atheist indoctrination mill would have this sort of activity going on, and yet they are an institution which teaches that people are just animals.
Yeah.
Just animals.
Yeah.
And girls are the weaker sex.
Right.
I mean, let's face it. When you're an animal and you're in the animal world and you're the weaker sex, look out.
Right.
Because every boy who gets an urge becomes a predator.
Right.
Because you're all just animals.
Right.
And boys are predators looking for sex, and that's what this chant is a celebration of. Oh, and they're all sorry now. You know, they're not sorry that they said it because they knew what they were saying.
Right.
They're sorry that they got caught.
Right, right. And that proves a point that you and I have made many times, and that is that evolution, the teaching of evolution, is sexist, it is racist, and it also preys upon weaker people in our society, because what is one of the main mantras of evolution? Survival of the fittest. So if I'm a 225-pound male that can bench press 300 pounds, well, if I can take advantage of a female or somebody who's physically challenged, then so be it. Because hey, survival of the fittest. I mean, that's the whole mantra of evolution. We wouldn't be here today if it weren't for that, according to evolution, right?
Well, this is true, and the women's group at the university, they're all up in arms over this. But listen, you know, if you're going to go after an apology from these people, that is not going to stop it. It's only going to get worse as time progresses forward with the teaching of evolution and the atheism indoctrination in the colleges. If they're going to go after this and really make an impact, they have to go after. They have to bring a purpose back to the college and make it a purpose-driven college. And all purpose, we know where that comes from. It comes from the Almighty.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely, Mike. Well said. Hey, Mike, we've got to take a quick time out. You know the drill, so we're going to do that. We're going to come back more with Mike Shoesmith, and you can see what a brilliant man he is, what a deep thinker he is, and his ability to articulate his thoughts. Tremendous. Hey, if you want to be a part of this, if you want to agree or disagree, call in 623-1330, 850-623-1330. Mike Shoesmith would be glad to talk to you, take your calls, answer your questions. We'll be right back after this brief time out.